Coming up from down there, the pond was over there. It's 9 o'clock. Got 2 miles to the highway. Now I'm going to hitch down. Put fresh wax in the mustache. And I hear they say it's not that hard of a hitch. Getting kind of a late start, but if I can make it to Sisters, around 1 o'clock there's a bus that goes to Bend. At Bend I have a reasonably priced hotel and going to buy a lot of food, do laundry, do research about fire closures and everything coming up. And I'm going to take a day off. I've got a knot in my right calf that hasn't loosened up for days. I'm ready for a day off. It's a nice cool morning coming from that way. And I don't know how long it's been since the fire or whatever, but just a bunch of teenagers. Just because I'm going to town doesn't mean I quit doing videos altogether. There is a lot of traffic on that road. I'm getting pretty close. Figured I'd say this before I get there and can't be heard. There at where the trail crosses, there's not much of a shoulder. So I'm going to head west a little ways, find a spot where somebody can pull over. If it doesn't take all day, then I'll be in Sisters in time to catch the bus. If I go straight to Bend, probably be there too early to check in. But that's all right, because my pack is so light right now. As long as I don't get carried away at the grocery stores, shouldn't be that difficult to get around, and they do have public transit. So I'm going to go find a good spot to hitch. Well, this looks like a good spot. I can see where people have pulled over before. Passing lane in, so everybody will be here. I look pretty. Somebody wants to pick me up. It's 9:40. I've got all day to get there. It only took 7 minutes to get a hitch. I'm going to eat some cheap, nasty calories, do some planning, and I can either wait a few hours to catch the bus, or I can try to hitch the rest of the way into Bend. About 1:45, they let me check in. Check-in's normally at 3. I'm not in a Motel 6. I'm in a Super 8. This one has a hot tub. I am going to clean up and then start running errands, and then eventually get in that hot tub. You know how I said I needed a day off? Turns out I needed 2. I was tired. My legs were hurting. Spent some time in a hot tub. Spent some time sleeping and eating. And that was pretty much it. Getting back to Sisters, where I can hitch back to trail, is going to take a little while. It's going to take 2 hours by bus, and the bus doesn't get there until about 1 o'clock. The folks here at the Super 8 were real nice, let me hang out in the lobby, see how early I can get to trail. So it's about 4 o'clock, and got here off the bus. Now went into McDonald's and ate a couple thousand more calories, and I believe there should be a spot over here somewhere where it should be easy for me to hitch back to trail. It's very smoky. I'm going to double check the fire closures, make sure there's not another fire close by. It's about 4:30. Took about a minute and a half, 2 minutes to get a hitch. I'm at the trailhead, and Gonna get a few miles in because I don't have a lot of daylight left. Coming from that way, I mentioned that it starts off with 5 miles of uphill, and it is smoky. Smells like smoke. The person that gave me a ride said it wasn't that smoky this morning or yesterday. Heading that way. Kind of excited. I'm coming into the Jefferson Wilderness. This is the only section I had to skip in 2017. So I'm going to get to see something new. And my legs feel so much better. Even with my pack being way heavy. Sitting in the hot tub with the jets on my calf. Loosen that knot up. So I'm pretty excited about not hurting. I'm going that way. And I'm coming from over there. Coming from that way. It's cooled off a bit, down to 80. Clouds covered up the sun. I don't really like burned areas. That view is pretty cool, even if you can't really see it because of the smoke. I'm going up that way, and I'm pretty sure I heard a little bit of thunder way far off, so might not even get to me. Going over there. Again, let me see if I can get this to show up. Darn it. Anyway, coming from over there, I'll just take some still shots. Just thought that was cool. Coming from that way. Looks like people have been going up to that ridge. Wonder if there's a camping spot up there. Going that way. Back in some live trees. And that's a nice flat looking spot with live trees around it. No dead trees. I don't know if they're dead. Those two look pretty sick. It's 6:15. I was planning on doing another half mile. But if I get up there and the tent sites are full of hikers or surrounded by dead trees, I might regret it. Coming from that way. And I'm like a quarter mile from where I want to make camp. Check out that view. Just me going around and up over there. And here's some rocks. 6:30. I've done 4 whole miles today. And this is where I was planning on going. Great big flat spot. And right over here are more big flat spots. People made it sound like this was a great campsite. And as far as flatness, levelness of the ground, yeah. They didn't talk about was the dead trees right around it. How does that make me feel? But it's time to make camp, and I hear the thunder getting a little bit closer. So 7:30, set up camp and made dinner. I have a new food bag. I will explain that in a post-hike gear video. But 7:30, starting to rain, perfect timing. Gonna edit a video and go to bed.